So what I just did there was I allowed my internet PC to access the inside web server. Now let's take a twist on this example and make some assumptions that may or may not be true. I want to set up a NAT rule, and I only have one single IP address available, and that is the 203.0.113.87. And I need to set it up for a temporary situation where somebody out on the internet needs to reach my inside PC as a web service. So I need to turn on a web server on my inside PC and then allow the internet PC to access that. So what I want to do here is I want to set up a static NAT rule that allows somebody to access my inside PC from the public internet using IP address 203.0.113.87. Let's take a look at how that works. So to get this started, what I'm going to do is open up my configuration portal here. And just like I did for my inside web server, I'm going to add another rule. We're going to add another rule with a network object here. This network object I'm going to create is called inside PC this time. And as a host, and I give it the IP address, 10.0.0.99. And for this one, I want to create my NAT rule. It is still going to be a static rule. This time, though, the translated address, I'm going to choose my outside interface, which is the 203.0.113.87. And I actually have to go into advanced now. And what I want to do is I want to say that the protocol here is going to be TCP. The real port, which is the port on my PC itself, all right, is going to be port 80. I have a web server running on my inside PC, and it's running on port 80. And my mapped port here, what I want to do is give it a port of 8080. All right, and this is just a way of showing that we can map either real port to mapped port can be the same. I can keep them both at 80, or I can set it to something different where the port on my global side of the network is 8080, and on the local side of the network, it's just 80. So we'll do that, hit OK, and apply. I do need to create another rule on my outside interface to allow this traffic through. Because remember, any SYN message coming into the outside interface of my firewall gets automatically denied. So let's add a rule. Any source address going to a destination now of my inside PC. And the service here is going to be TCP/HTTP. And we'll hit OK and apply. Let me move over now to my internet PC, and we'll see if that worked. So here's my internet PC. Let me open up Google Chrome. And I want to browse to HTTP 203.0.113.87:8080. We'll hit enter. There we go. There is the website for my inside PC on port 8080. This last example is one where we can take the IP address that's assigned to the outside interface of our firewall, or any device for that matter, and assign a port on the global side, in this case 8080, and then have it mapped to a local port, in this case 80, on the inside network.